What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, you have another Game of Thrones The Card Game 2nd Edition tournament video for you, this time from Black Knight Games, brought to you by these awesome supporters of the channel who donate at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. In this match, we have myself playing Rob G, running Stark Reigns of Castamere. I'm running Greyjoy Reigns of Castamere. So Rob, you'll see here, he has the, basically these, what do you call them? Phases, sorry. Phases listed there on a card, like a cue card inside of a plastic protector. I assumed, and I don't know if he does it on purpose to make me assume that he's a super new player, but basically how they explained it to me, him and his buddy that came up, Dominic, I believe, from the Buffalo area, first time meeting them, but they came up, they usually play Melee, down there, and they decided to learn Joust in about a week or so, and then came up and played in a store championship in Hamilton, Ontario at Black Knight Games, which was super cool. And of course they were cool being on camera, so here I am playing against Rob G, and there also is a Robbie in this tournament, so it may get a little confusing with the three Robs, but we should be able to get through it here. So this was at Black Knight Games, like I said, in Hamilton, Ontario. We had I can't remember how many players, 13, I want to say 11 maybe. But yeah, I have set up a Reader, Iron Fleet Scout, Great Hall, and something under the glare there. Looks like an Iron Mines. Apologize for the glare. We kind of got stuck with a certain area in the store. I tried my best, but there will be glare probably in all the recorded matches for this this series. But on the other side, nice matte sleeves helping us out there. We have Maester Lewin. I forget what the three-cost guy's name is, and then, yeah, I don't even know what that other character is there. I want to say it's one of the Freys, but I'm probably wrong. Trying to figure out the location down there. So looks like a Victorian in there, duped up. So there I am checking out the Stark location. It is a Winterfell Heart Tree. Reaction after a phase begins, sacrifice Winterfell Heart Tree to choose a Stark character you control. Until the end of the phase, that card gains immune to opponent's plot effects. So I think it's a good way to save someone from Valor, I assume, is what the use there is. Maybe even from March. I don't know what else are some good uses for it, but if you want to let me know in the comments below, go ahead. That'd be great, because, yeah, I hadn't seen it before this day, so I was kind of curious what he was trying to do with it there. And looks like I also have a Lordsport ship right out there, now a Fishmonger. And it looks like a Corsair's Dirk on Victorion. And over to him for marshalling with a Winterfell, two Winterfell Stewards. There's Corset Catelyn Stark, a dupe on Lewin.
Doesn't give anything to Catelyn, right? Only Rob, John, all the guys, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. Challenges. I have no pre-challenge action.
So it's Sir Dontos Hollard is the 3-cost Stark card on the board there, the character. A Fool and a Knight, no attachments except weapon. Interrupt when a lady character would be killed or discarded from play. Stand Sir Dontos Hollard to save that character. I'm not sure what the attachment is on her, but maybe you guys saw it when it was slid under there. I think it was Needle.
Let's go military of 7.
So 7 strength military to start here with Victorion. Looking to kill someone or force them to over-kneel characters, or I intimidate them. I'm not sure what attachment that is and why you put those tokens on there. Oh, I think he's counting strength buffs. So he defends for 4. Yeah, because Needle's attached character gets +2 strength. So I think he's just putting those 2 tokens there to signify that the +2 strength buff on Sir Dontos there. Okay. So he's showing me what Dantos is out there to do, is block military challenges and just stand and save a character. So I got educated here in the first round. And I don't I don't want to intimidate him again. That's not a good target for intimidate. You don't want to kneel him down. But military is already over, but you never know. So I intimidated Lewin, coming in with an intrigue of 4 with the reader. And Catelyn's going to block for 4. And it's just going to go claim, no reactions or anything. And a copy of Brand of the discard pile is not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's me. Go ahead.
Unless he gets flea bottom out shortly. And the other neutral character is the Devout Free Rider. An ally mercenary in the 7. During the challenge phase, each player cannot gain gold.
Okay. No defenders. I do, thanks. No winning conditions.
It's a good anti-Lannister card for sure. So he does a military on me. I lose the Iron Islands Fishmonger for claim. And he's going to stop there. So dominance goes to him. And the Stark player is now up 2-1.
4 cards out of 6. I'll get the reserve. Not going to sacrifice for this one. Intrigue of 7. Intrigue of 7.
So I should have a couple games per round from this tournament. There was a round where nobody really wanted to play on camera. They kind of all ran away. So you'll see lots of me again for this tournament, like in the last tournament, Rochester, because of people not really being too eager to be on camera, which is kind of happening lately. So at some point, I'm going to run out of people locally who want to play on camera and run out of videos for you guys. So I may only have Thrones videos from larger tournaments that I travel to that aren't hosted locally later this year and next year, I assume. But for now, thank you to the players who did play on camera. Much appreciated. But I should have a few games per round for most of the rounds, and then a two top 4 games, I should, assuming no camera malfunctions this time, and a finals. So lots of Thrones coming up on the channel. Plus, just went to Canadian Nationals before this was posted. But it's coming up this weekend as I'm recording. And then I should have a bunch of videos from there. And then also from Rochester, New York, Millennium Games on March 24th. Be there. Or watch it later on video, your choice. But lots more videos coming up from Thrones, so make sure you subscribe and stick around for that stuff. So Here to Serve was played. Or no, sorry. Here to Serve was in the first round. I'm getting confused here. Fortified position, blanks all our text boxes, and I played Counting Coppers. So it looks like his active plot is on his unused plots, and then he's got a used pile beside that.
Yeah, if you need to move anything out of camera, like discard it, that piles is fine. Just try to keep like the character.
And we have Hodor in there. And also the guy that works at the Fantasy Flight Game Center restaurant there. Forget his name. But, yeah. Can you tell I don't see a lot of Stark lately? Or some of these cards, actually. Some of these cards I've never seen Stark decks, to be honest. It's a very interesting Stark deck for sure. Some Bear Island Loyalist. So while Bear Island Loyalist is participating in a challenge, each other participating start character you control gains immune to opponent's events. That's interesting. So I'll use a sea tower there to reduce the cost of pike, so it's only 1. Kind of give some stealth, especially since all my characters' text boxes are blank. Giving them a keyword would not be bad. So 6 strength intrigue. He may be trying to get a range trigger off here or forcing me to kneel out on my side. Don't know what he's got hiding in that range deck. So I just play it safe. Yeah, looks like I was debating using my Iron Fleet Scout, then realized I'm not first player, so it's only +1. Can't get enough to win. So I will just block with the Reader. Try to stop the Rains, and he grabs a We Do Not Sow. So military for 7 with the +2 from Needle on Cerdantos.
He's extra? Sorry. So you're 7. Sorry.
So Iron Fleet Scout to get me up to 8, of course, to fully defend. Assuming he has no tricks.
No power challenge? I understand why.
And he passes his challenges. That's all for him. Nice. So I give stealth to my shipwright, coming on an intrigue challenge. Stealth past Caitlin. Caitlin. So that goes unopposed. I'd like to use my We Do Not Sow that's sitting in my discard pile with that 1 gold I have there. But that can't happen anymore. And he's playing Words or Wind. Try to cancel events or force me to... cancel an event and force me to draw a card, I think is what it is. Or draw a card, something like that. I remember reading it, thinking it's not the greatest. And he takes Dominance, of course. And we point out that fortified positions blanking all the characters, so Sansa Stark does not earn him a power after standing. So start of the phase, he's sacking that Winterfell Heart Tree or whatever it's called. And for Catelyn, try to make her immune to plots, so either he thinks I'm going to Valor or he's going to Valor me.
So you're doing that as a start of plot, obviously. Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe Valor's coming here, so maybe I don't play it. Maybe he's using it to get in my head to make me think he's going to play something where it matters.
You could pick 3 and then she would get saved. She's like invincible to it. Oh, okay. I get it.
It's interesting, though, that you could use it for fortified position. I didn't even think about that, to prevent it from blanking your character.
And then I go, okay, I'll change.
That's interesting.
It's going to screw with your plan still, right? Like it makes me play a different plot. I'm done. Alright, sir. Ready?
And Valor into Confiscation.
Who's going first? Your choice. What do you have? I'll kill all characters.
So I played anyway. And he plays Confiscation. So he wants to get rid of my Corsair's Dirk. And he's going to go first.
I'm going to do my plot first.
So Corsair's Dirk is gone.
And then we kill everyone. I will attempt to save this guy unless you would cancel.
So Arisen on Victorion, Arisen on the Reader. And do I use the Iron Mines on the shipwright? Nope. Oop, he went in the discard. He should go in the dead. Whoops. Wrong pile. Hopefully I catch that and move him. So Lewin saves himself, of course, with the dupe. Catelyn's protected by that location. So 2 characters on 2 characters after the Valor. Not as hard hitting as I'd liked it to be, but I figured he was pretty low in cards in hand. Stark doesn't have the best draw. So hit him with a Valor, clear up his board a bit, and hopefully you can't recover too much from it. Not saying my draw's any better.
That's the one if like she gets sacked, you can put her back in hand, right?
So Needle again on Catelyn this time.
Okay, good to know. It's not special. She's just still plus 2 strength is still good. Still good for range.
For one, I'll throw this on. I went first. I'll throw this on Pike.
So frozen solid on Pike here. So he plays Gates or Winterfell, the Stark draw location. I collect 2 gold, have a Sea Tower, Great Hall. Can I get anything on the board here? Looks like I have a little Theon in hand. That's something. Yep, little Theon, save a gold, maybe? Yep.
Your turn. Okay. I'm going to do an intrigue for 2 strength.
So 2 strength intrigue with Lewin. Well, maybe he doesn't want to do it now. He's actually going to do the draw. There's a copy of Catelyn. And he puts that in hand.
Now I will do. So let's just see what happens. I'll do a
It's going to start with power of 2 with Lewin, actually. And no defenders on that. I'm hoping he kneels out both of his guys and allows me to come back and try to get my own range trigger off. But I might have to defend Catelyn coming in here. And he passes. He actually passes. So he wants to prevent my range trigger as much as possible, I guess. But hopefully I can kneel out Catelyn here and still sneak it through anyway. So that's unopposed military with Victirion. We do not so. I'm debating Frozen Solid off my Pike or his Gates of Winterfell, but I hit the Gates of Winterfell thinking it's draw. I mean, stealth on my characters is like nice, but cutting off his draw is what my goal was, I guess, or like trying to make him stop from recovering after the Valor, which he did have a little bit of trouble with, as you can see here. Got his draw engine online, but quickly I shut that down.
He's at 7. Oh, that's a different attachment. You're right. You're right. So it was only 6. So yeah.
So I goofed up. I thought he had a Corsair's Dirk on him still, but it's just risen. So he's only at 6, but it's enough to still to intimidate Catelyn down there. And a 5 strength intrigue with the Reader going unopposed. And I do a range trigger here. And we pull out Red Wedding. So I can hopefully get... So I get the Reader reaction. Hopefully I can get a power challenge through. And kill Catelyn is what I'm trying to do here.
That's unopposed.
So I'll get the unopposed power off that. And instead of claim,
React or interrupts when a challenge. Yeah, I'll kill a lady. And no claim. And no keywords.
During the
Yeah.
I was gonna say during the challenge because I play an event. This is too late. Doesn't matter. Nothing changes. It's fine.
he was talking about wanting to play an event during the challenge, and I said it was cool, he can go ahead, but then he said it didn't matter. I do forget what it was, we saw it at the end of the game.
I was just going through the motions.
I think it, oh, I know what it was. It was him moving the attachment with, what is it called? Arya's Gift, I think? The one that lets him move an attachment. He wanted to move Needle over to Lewin, I guess, before she died.
I'm trying to go with the flow, but like if I go too quick,
And I'm letting him know here, like, interrupt me. I'm just going through the phases, announcing each step, you know, reactions, claim, keywords, that. But if, you know, before I won, if he had an action after defenders, totally we can go back because I just kept going on, and or you can interrupt me. It is just a sword championship, and yeah, I'm okay with some takebacks usually.
Red wedding to get rid of cat in the ring.
Oh, we don't have those cards.
Don't have the art. No.
No, I mean, we don't have the set for Red Wedding.
Yeah, we do.
Really? I don't have the top.
It's
That's the newest one, right?
It's the zero claim plot that allows you to kill a lady lord character when anyone can kill a lady.
I don't have the plot.
You suck.
they have tracks over there and over there in case you're interested. Right?
So he flips a Valor into my trade routes.
Okay. I
You
thought this
used
might
all
happen.
your saves.
Or did I?
all
I have one.
If you get another one,
And
might as
now
well
I
just
have
hand it.
him, sort of. Okay, so I will...
So he's hoping to catch me off guard because he feels I've used all my saves. I still have an Iron Mine on the board. A dupe on Victirion and his 2 power save business. So I'll get rid of the dupe, use Iron Mines, and little Theon is going to die.
Okay, and then trade routes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. And then we'll draw. And then I will collect 2 more goals for my plot. And then I will Marshall Limited. 1, Great Hall. Marshall 1, Panini.
So Iron Island's Fishmonger marshaled in there off the Sea Tower. And you're on using the 2 Great Halls. And a Seal of the Hand on Victirion.
Intimidate buddy here. That is me. Look here.
And over to his marshalling. He's only got 3 gold to work with. I think he's got 4 or 5 cards in hand. Hoping he can't get too much going here, and I can just push for the win in a couple rounds as quick as possible, hopefully.
What is this attachment?
Kneel to stand unattached characters. It goes on a Lord or Lady only.
If I go first, basically throw my challenges or not.
It's gonna have to be him that gets milked.
Yeah.
And he milks Victirion, since he knows I can get 2 uses out of him with Seal the Hand.
I figure if I put it on him or him, that's the target for sure. Whichever one. Makes sense. That's it? Did you want me, guy? Oh, wow.
I got a bad.
And he said he got a bad draw there, so can't really play anything. So time to try to race to catch up. I think I'm still down by 1 power, but both Valors have been used. And I think we have at least 2 more rounds before we have to flip around the plots to the next plot. So I got to try to rush here as quick as I can before that happens, before you can Valor me again. Hopefully by then I see some dupes. So power behind the throne. This is going to help me be a little quicker, of course, using the stand plot. And we do an unopposed intrigue. And grabs Winterfell.
I didn't put that out early because he had the Lord's Board.
Oh, but no,
And now
he,
he's dead.
he only, I don't think he can kneel that. Yeah, only 3 costs if I'm going first, or 2 if I'm going second. So I can never
So
get
I
that.
pulled the Lord's Port shit right out to read it, let him know that it doesn't work on Winterfell, and then put it back in the discard pile. So I obviously forgot I put it in the wrong pile there. I don't think it comes into play. I don't think I get any flea bottom or anything like that going. So, but if so, I'm a dirty cheater. So it looks like I'm trying to steal a location with Euron.
That way you can play it with that.
So I'm going to.
Use it against me.
I don't know what I want to take. They all kind of don't work for me, but really just putting a unique copy of a location of his into play on my side means he can't play another copy. So I might as well just take Winterfell. I mean, I can still use the kneel and cancel business on a challenge as long as he's not playing a winter plot or whatever, but...
That's what I would do, just add insult to insult.
Yeah. Okay.
Please. They should put a round tracker to see how many times I
I
missed
guess
the summer
military.
trigger. I'll spend 5.
So 5 strength military with 6 actually
Military of 6.
with Victarion. So draw a card off the reader. And unopposed power. Looks like I drew a bodyguard there, so yeah. Should be able to put that on Euron next round, hopefully. And I'll stand Euron here to get the 3rd challenge in, get some more renown. It's too bad Victarion is blank. So it's going to get stretched out a little longer.
Now pillage again. And I'll take the draw one.
So Gates of Winterfell is my next target here to steal, so he can't play another copy.
And then that is me. Anything on your side?
Nothing. 2 for dominance.
So I take dominance.
The early Valar.
So I'm sitting at 12. Hopefully if he doesn't recover too much here, I should be able to close it in the next round. Now if he's playing Velardo Harris, I might be in trouble. But Rise of the Kraken into Winter Festival. And I am going first, of course. Another great haul. And I'm going to put a, probably Corsair's Dirk. Yep, looks like reduced with the Sea Tower.
This was the plot I should have went with. It was just an early Valar. That's cool.
So I should just put the Corsair's Dirk on Euron. Because of the milk on Victarion doesn't make it the greatest. But then again, getting to use Victarion twice with the Seal of the Hand to steal a couple gold if he saves it might be nice. And a bodyguard on Euron. So the cool part about him milking my Vic is I can't really save it with his built-in ability since Vic is blank. So I can't just throw away that 2 power to save him. Unless I can get that milk off. So Osha and Arya are marshaled on the other side. He's going to put a dupe on Arya, of course. At this point, I should be able to just throw a power challenge in. Power challenge and, yeah, I don't know. And he's going to have 1 unopposed challenge since he only has 2 characters. So an unopposed military. Oh, and I'm claim 2 and the unopposed bonus. So claim 2 is going to kill 2 characters. But of course Arya saves herself with a dupe. Now I should be able to get some and I'm going to do an unopposed intrigue. And that is it. So a few mistakes there. Of course, first round of a tournament, a little rusty there, but like I said, more Game of Thrones coming up on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit that little alarm bell button beside the subscribe button to be notified when the next videos go up. Make sure you hit the like button if you want others to find these Thrones videos on YouTube. Always helps. And if you'd like to donate, click the link in the description below. But either way, thanks a lot for being here, guys. See you in the next video.